Good evening. I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are going to get right to our weather forecast because, of course, it has been an eventful night in the ABC 7 Weather Center with some strong storms this evening. Steve Newman is here.
Oh, Haley, about 8 o'clock this evening, we were looking at a little area, a potential spin offshore that could have been a waterspout or a small tornado approaching the Venice area. And that's when the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning in effect for the southern part of Sarasota County from about Fruitvale down to just south of Venice. And if we look at the review, you can see the strongest area did a slight jog to the left before it made landfall, hitting right over Osprey, where we've seen some wind damage we'll be telling you about in just a couple of minutes. The tornado warning expired at 9 o'clock. Storms continued and moved inland, but what we can say now is the worst is over, the severe threat has ended, and we should have nothing but clearing skies and improving conditions right on for the next 24 hours. Currently 67 degrees, dew point 66, south wind at 13, going to shift to the westerly direction and gust up to 25 miles an hour, not only later tonight, but tomorrow as well. So it's going to be breezy. Chance of showers ending, and if we look at our hour-by-hour temperature forecast, we'll bottom off at about 63, 62 degrees overnight. The complete forecaster will do a wrap-up of that cell as it moved ashore coming up in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Steve. The storm causing some damage in southwest Sarasota County tonight, where we received reports of a roof that was damaged at a home in Osprey. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley is at that home tonight with the details on what happened there. Christopher.
Good evening, Haley, from that home here in Osprey, where we've seen some serious wind damage all throughout this neighborhood and here at this home. I want to show you, to give you some perspective right now, I'm standing on the front porch of this homeowner's home, and this was before a completely closed roof. Right now, the tree that was neighboring the house has completely come inside. It crashed down onto the front of the home, bringing itself inside, and I'm going to step off camera here, and I'm going to turn the camera and show you just a little bit. This is that tree. This tree, the homeowners tell us, is about 150 years old is what they expect. Here's some video that we got earlier this evening out here. You could see just how bad the tree snapped. You can see some serious wind must have taken this down. The homeowners were in the home at the time. They told us that it was a serious crash, that they heard several loud booms, but they didn't quite know exactly what had happened. They told us they were kind of rushing around the house, getting things away from windows, and one of their bedrooms, you guys come back out to me out here, I'll show you, just right here is a window, and this is what was thankfully at the time a vacant bedroom. The tree actually poked itself inside the bedroom. It's not a big hole, but it is definitely a serious puncture wound, as well as several other bits of the house. The homeowners, thankfully, were not injured, but all throughout this entire neighborhood, trees were down. There were power lines down on one of the main roadways, so certainly some serious wind damage here earlier this evening. Live in Osprey, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Christopher. And a blockbuster blizzard is bearing down on tens of millions in the Northeast. It's a storm that within hours threatens to dump record snowfall for the month of March, up to 2 feet in some areas, and it has already left a trail of havoc, travel delays. Here's ABC's Maggie Ruley.
Millions are bracing for a massive nor'easter, and now is the last chance to prepare.
Flashlights, coffee creamer, much more Gatorade.
The Midwest is getting the first taste of this late winter storm, and with it, disastrous driving conditions. Freezing temps and nearly a foot of snow outside Milwaukee, causing this chain reaction wreck involving 3 semis and a dozen other vehicles. Now, all eyes on what's about to come for the Northeast.
Every report we've had on this is it's going to snow hard and fast for a long period of time, and it will create whiteout conditions.
That storm set to combine with another one in the Gulf and move up the coast as a powerful nor'easter that even the National Weather Service calls life-threatening. With blizzard warnings across the Midwest and Northeast, meaning snow falling at a blistering rate 2 to 4 inches an hour. Add to that expected wind speeds of 35 to 50 miles per hour, creating visibility at less than a quarter of a mile. And we have a messy and dangerous mix. Airlines are proactively canceling thousands of flights across the country.
Hopefully I'll get on one of these flights, though, and if not, I'll see what the other alternatives are.
As more than 60 million people stand in the path of some seriously nasty winter weather.
There should be a very serious blizzard, one that everyone should take seriously.
Here in New York, officials are acting fast, canceling all public schools tomorrow, preparing for the worst. And some airlines have already grounded all flights. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, New York.
The winter weather up north is impacting travel here in Florida. Tampa International Airport is already seeing more than 100 delayed flights departing and arriving to the airport. At least 25 flights have been canceled. The airport recommends checking your flight schedule before heading out to the airport. An Arcadia woman is facing multiple charges tonight after police say she set a house on fire, killing the 3 children inside the home. Tonight, we're learning more about how the community is responding. ABC 7's Kate Flexter talked to friends and neighbors who were at the scene today to pay their condolences.
Marion Williams faces 3 separate charges of first-degree murder after police say she intentionally burned down this house behind me. As you can see, there are flowers and balloons outside of the home as neighbors continue to mourn the loss of those 3 little boys.
Put your loving arms all around her, oh God. Let her know that everything will be all right.
Local pastors led friends and family in a group prayer. A community mourning the loss of 3 young boys who were inside their home Saturday morning when it went up in flames.
It's a heartbreak. I mean, you know, 3 innocent babies, 3 kids.
It's devastating. I just basically cried because I have a daughter. No parent should lose a child.
Arriving on the scene for the first time Monday, the boy's mother, along with several of their friends paying their condolences.
They went to school together, they play, they fight, and I mean, he's taking it really hard.
Investigators arrested this woman, Marion Williams, in connection with the fire. She faces charges of arson, attempted murder, and 3 counts of first-degree murder.
There's flames coming out the front and sides of the house. They just couldn't get in there.
Also inside the home at the time of the incident was the children's grandfather, who was in serious condition at a local hospital. Police tell us Williams was his ex-girlfriend who had burglarized the home just 24 hours before the incident.
She had broken into the same house, and he woke up and caught her inside the house, and he jumped on her.
Now police are left to investigate, and neighbors are left in shock.
We don't know when one day it's gonna come to us, but you know, I hate it happened, this tragedy.
Could have been any one of our families, it could have been our kids. So we just asking that everybody, you know, come together, so give them the support that they need, because you never know when it's gonna be your turn.
Investigators say this will be a long and thorough investigation. In Arcadia, Kate Flexter, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Kate. The driver who killed a Bayshore High School graduate and former Miami Heat dancer is now behind bars. Mario Carriaga turned himself into the Broward County Jail today to begin serving a 15-year sentence. Carriaga was convicted of DUI manslaughter 3 years ago in the death of Nancy Lopez Ruiz. He had been free on bail pending an appeal, which he lost earlier this year. He was driving a Mercedes back in September of 2010 and hit Lopez Ruiz as she was riding her motorcycle in South Florida. She was killed immediately. A follow-up on the future of the death penalty in Florida. Governor Rick Scott signed a bill into law today that requires a unanimous jury recommendation before the death penalty can be imposed. Lawmakers rushed to get the bill passed last week in hopes of fixing a death penalty law that has been found unconstitutional twice since last year. The state has executed 23 prisoners under Governor Scott, which is more than any other governor since capital punishment was reinstated in Florida in 1979. A follow-up now on the Alaska man accused of going on a shooting rampage inside a Florida airport. Lawyers for Esteban Santiago say he is mentally ill but is competent to stand trial. The attorneys say Santiago has been diagnosed with schizophrenia and schizoaffective disorder, but he's taking medication and is able to understand legal issues and can communicate clearly. Santiago is accused of opening fire inside the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport on January 6th, killing 5 people and wounding 6 others. His trial is set to begin in October. The federal government is giving $8 million to help victims and first responders of the Pulse nightclub shooting. The U.S. Justice Department says it's giving the money to the state of Florida to go toward grief counseling. It will also reimburse the costs of running an assistance center after the massacre. Gunman Omar Mateen pledged allegiance to ISIS during the attack in Orlando last June. It is the deadliest mass shooting in recent U.S. history, killing 49 people and wounding dozens more. Governor Scott is firing back after the House voted Friday to abolish Enterprise Florida and overhaul Visit Florida. Scott and House Speaker Richard Corcoran have battled for months about the future of the economic development programs. Today, Governor Scott spent more than a half hour talking to leaders in Tallahassee's business and tourism industries about these embattled programs. He also called out House lawmakers by name, both in praise and criticism for their votes. The governor says he will continue to do so across the state in the coming weeks.
It's about some family's job. I mean, it's just, so I'm optimistic, but look, I'm going to fight for jobs. I'm going to go around the state this whole session. I'm going to tell everybody, reach out to their House members and their Senate members. I'm going to let people know how their House members have voted already and say, call them and ask them, why did they vote that way?
I feel like much of these corporate incentives are essentially holding the state ransom for taxpayer money. And when we offer them these incentives back, it's like we're paying ransom money to these hostage takers.
Meanwhile, Florida's unemployment rate was 5% in January, up 0.1 percentage points from the end of 2016. That's according to those figures released today. The January mark represented 503,000 jobless Floridians, up 11,000 from December out of a labor force of just under 10 million. The state's unemployment rate is behind the national figure of 4.8%. Straight ahead, meteorologist Steve Newman will be back with the official Suncoast forecast, plus why a new building in downtown Venice is causing an uproar by some in the area, and an airline now cutting service from Florida to Cuba.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
The tales of motherhood have never been so funny. I'm Joey Panic. On Suncoast View, we invite the 3 mom authors of When It's My Turn, a collection of the craziest and funniest stories about raising children. Plus, they're all from Lakewood Ranch, so expect plenty of hilarious Suncoast stories. Plus, our business commentator Richard Stern joins in Money Matters for March's financial outlook, and Suncoast staple Louise Modern joins us in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Go ahead. Make a fashion statement. Demand something more than just ordinary. Capture elegance in every turn and drive with flair. Where beautiful styling is standard. Stop in and take a test drive. I'll guarantee you'll never go back to plain vanilla again. The all-new 2017 Fiat 500 starting at $14,999. Only at Sunset Fiat in Sarasota.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Well, Steve, a little bit of an eventful evening weather-wise tonight.
Fortunately, we saw it coming.
Right.
Right as we were ending our 7 o'clock newscast, we had a little disturbance offshore. A tornado warning was issued by the Weather Service, and we fortunately able to warn you against it, but it did cause some damage. We'll talk about that and what the prospect is for the rest of the week coming up. It actually went right over Casey Key, and as we look at the time lapse today, it got dark before the actual storm made it there, but you can see the darkening clouds and the flow coming in from the Gulf. At 7:45, the storm was still offshore, but right about 8:15, it came onshore right over here, hit Osprey, and that's where we had the wind damage that Christopher was reporting on just a couple of minutes ago. Eventually, the storm moved further inland, east of I-75, and kind of washed out around Myakka River State Park. There was some damage, but fortunately, it was not widespread. 73, the high today, last night's low 59. The record high for the state, 87, set back in 2015, and 36, the low in 1998. Across the state, you can see we do have cooler air filtering in from the north, and during the next 2 or 3 days, you're going to feel a real change in the air by Tuesday night, Wednesday into Thursday. It's going to get in the 40s for overnight low temperatures, but it's still a pretty decent day today, although a little chilly up north. Our high in Sarasota this afternoon, 73, Inglewood 79, Northport 79, Arcadia's high was 80 degrees. Let's go back in time and look at about the last 6 hours or so, and you can see that main area of storms that came through around 8:15, 8:30, 9 o'clock has now moved into Highlands County, heading out to the east and south, and it's generally going to clear out overnight, and tomorrow we should not have any more showers. In fact, we shouldn't have any for the rest of tonight, except in the southern part of our viewing area. Now, we'll go back one more time and show that strong storm offshore, coming in right about 7:45, 8 o'clock, right over Osprey, Casey Key, washing out around Myakka River State Park. We can look in this in wind shear. The radar can see the winds inside these storms and whether they're going from the same direction or not. And you can see the progress of this very strong storm coming ashore right about Casey Key, Osprey, and then eventually washing out in interior parts of Sarasota County around Myakka River State Park. It had some very strong winds. Radar estimates of about 72 offshore, 47. It seemed to weaken a little bit, but still right about when it was here, the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning in effect for about Fruitville Road southward to just south of Venice, and that was in effect until 9 o'clock. And it's a good thing they did, because that's when the strongest winds really developed. It appears 93-mile-an-hour winds right over Casey Key and Osprey. Hence the wind damage we just saw weakened a little bit apparently, and then picked up steam again right about Myakka River State Park with nearly 100-mile-an-hour winds. That is all gone. Things are calming down, and we can see from the sustained winds over our viewing area, generally under 20 miles an hour. But they're going to start gusting, I think, by tomorrow early morning to afternoon, up to 25. It's going to be a blustery day, but it's not so bad right now. And our RPM computer forecast showing clearing skies, no rain by late tomorrow morning. And for the rest of tomorrow into Tuesday and Wednesday, clear skies, breezy conditions, and it's actually going to get downright chilly. I don't know if you're going to like the weather on Wednesday morning as a result of another blast of cold air. There's that blizzard heading to the northeast. Here comes our blast of cold. Nothing like they're getting up there. So cold weather. Here are the weather highlights you need to know. It's going to be showers ending overnight. It'll be clearing and cooler right on through the middle of the week, latter part of the week, but a weekend warm-up is in store. Our forecast for beach and boating, not a great day to be out on the water. Winds northwest up to 20 knots, seas 3 to 5 feet. And here's a 7-day outlook showing that we will have that cooler weather coming in. Look at this, 42 for the overnight low Wednesday night into Thursday morning, 46 for Friday morning, but the weekend will be picture perfect. Haley, things have calmed down. We're out of the woods for severe weather.
Sounds great. Thank you, Steve. A Florida-based airline is dropping its service to Cuba. Silver Airways says it dropped the service because larger airlines are oversupplying the new market. Several of Silver's Cuban destinations are also served by carriers, including American Airlines, that began flying to Cuba last year after the Obama administration allowed commercial service. It has helped fuel an ongoing boom in U.S. travel to Cuba. 285,000 tourists visited the country in 2016, which is up 76%. U.S. visitor numbers were up 125% in January. A new building in downtown Venice is causing some concern. The new two-story building would be built between the Bank of America and the Venice Post Office on Venice Avenue. But for the building to be built, 20 parking spaces will have to be removed. Only 15 will remain after. Some fear this may lead to issues down the road.
It's an about 11,000 square foot retail and office building. Retail on the ground floor and office on the second.
Might be concerned when the parking between the post office and the Bank of America disappears.
If the building gets final architectural approval from the city, construction could begin within a few months. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPV.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. The new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
Now, sports.
The Tampa Bay Lightning are 3 points out of a playoff spot, and they need a win. The Bolts on the road tonight, taking on the New York Rangers. New York takes an early lead. The Rangers win a face-off deep in the Tampa Bay zone, and Stephen Kampfer gets the puck for the slap shot goal. On the power play, Nikita Kucherov shoots a centering pass in front of Braden Point for the power play goal, and then the game is tied. Skipping ahead to the third, game tied at 2. The Bolts' Braden Point brings the puck in, and Andre Palat has a long shot and tips in the puck for the go-ahead goal right there. It's his second of the game and the game-winning goal. The final score 3-2, Tampa Bay. The Orioles back at their home field for spring training at Ed Smith Stadium tonight. The Orioles taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies taking an early lead in the first inning, but the Orioles do come back and the final score 6-4 Orioles. And we have our fan of the day from today's spring training game at Ed Smith Stadium. Thanks to Brittany Brown for sending in this photo. Looks like there is a little bit of a divide between who the group should cheer for. The Phillies fan, though, definitely outnumbered by the Orioles fans, but it looks like everyone had a great time at the game. The New York Mets gave Tim Tebow another opportunity to play in a spring training game. Tebow was in the lineup for today's game against the Miami Marlins. It was just last Friday that manager Terry Collins said there were no plans to bring Tebow back after his second start. But the Mets needed some players because of the World Baseball Classic and multiple split squad games. The 29-year-old ex-quarterback played left field and batted 8th. That's a look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers straight ahead.
Tonight's show is all about love. And so you haven't discussed like your wedding plans or anything yet?
We haven't even had like a dinner reservation yet. So we're gonna like do
we're
that
taking baby
first.
steps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, you're having a baby?
No.
Whoa.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Attention sleep apnea sufferers. If you use CPAP therapy, if you have private insurance, or you're on a Medicare replacement plan, we may be able to help you get your CPAP supplies at little or no cost to you and free shipping. Most insurance companies allow a patient to get a new CPAP mask, cushion, filter, and tubing every 3 to 6 months to prevent respiratory infection and skin sores.
That's why you should call Americare CPAP. Call 800-423-5457. That's 800-423-5457.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular received a J.D. Power Award for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-297-5313. Go to consumercellular.com or visit a Target or Sears store today.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
A famous singer, a legend, going to perform on the Suncoast this summer. Diana Ross is scheduled to visit and perform at the Van Wezel Performing Arts Hall in June. She's known for her big voice, her hit songs. She was the lead singer of the Supremes in the 60s, topped the charts over the past several decades. She really doesn't need any kind of introduction, does she? She's had 6 #1 singles as a solo artist. She'll perform at the Van Wezel on June 23rd at 8 p.m. Tickets go on sale this Friday. That will be a hot ticket for sure. This dog might be the worst competitor ever, but when it comes to pure hilarity, well, he's the biggest winner. This is Ollie, the Jack Russell Terrier. He's become a viral star thanks to a comically bad obstacle run at the 2017 Crufts Dog Show in the UK. British spectators just could not get enough as he ran around the course. Look, face plant. Poor thing. He just really botched that. He may not have scored so well.
A for effort.
A for effort. Look, he kind of goes tumbling. But see, this is even better because we would have never known about Ollie had he done well.
I couldn't have done that.
No, it's hard. And terriers are crazy. They tend to go, off the. But thanks for Steve for coming in and Wendy for being here and Bob for calling in and helping us as well. We'll see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Adults who were preemies could face more mental health risks in the next Health Smart.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru had the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $209 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Join us for Sarasota Opera's 2017 Winter Festival, opening February 11th. Featuring Puccini's most famous opera, Madame Butterfly, Rossini's delightful comedy, The Italian Girl in Algiers, Poulenc's heartbreaking Dialogues of the Carmelites, and the medieval thriller, The Love of Three Kings by Italo Montemezzi. Tickets are on sale now. Call 941-328-1300 or visit sarasotaopera.org.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Maine. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-652-3012. That's 1-800-652-3012. Call now 1-800-652-3012. For a free brochure, call 1-800-652-3012.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.